But first, if you want to know why we have a housing crisis, apart from record immigration numbers, then we've got a picture to show you. This picture was sought by New South Wales Premier Chris Minns, who asked state bureaucrats to provide for him on a single page a diagram of how housing approvals work in New South Wales. Now, it took them months to create this, but this is what he got back. And honestly, I would run you through it, but we don't have any Panadol here to deal with the headache that would surely follow. But I'll summarise it like this. The diagram shows that building a house in New South Wales requires the builder to go through 27 stages with as many as 50 individual steps. And that's before you take into consideration reviews, appeals and modification applications. This could be a reason why the New South Wales government, who've set a goal to build 377,000 homes in the next 5 years, are tipped to only build 172,000, leaving the state short 200,000 dwellings. Premier Chris Minns had this to say upon reviewing the diagram that landed on his desk. This map, he said, shows just how confused, complicated and absurd the system that we inherited is. It shows the scale of the problem and why change is so necessary. You'd be forgiven for thinking this map is a game of snakes and ladders, not a process that should exist to help get much-needed homes built across our state. Here's Chris Minns speaking today about changes he's already making.
We have already established a task force. One of the biggest drivers of delay in the planning system has been New South Wales government departments waiting an extremely long time to give concurrences and approvals. That group has approved 13,000 new dwellings as a result of it operating. Previously, Department of Roads, the RFS, the SES, water would wait forever before an approval went through. This is a system that we stole from Queensland, and we believe early signs are it's working very well in New South Wales.
It's great they're finally going to do something, but I mean, we've all known about this for the longest time. I was reading reports today of one guy who'd been waiting 3 months for approval to widen his driveway. Someone else who'd waited 15 months for approval to build a single-storey dwelling on his acreage. So the government have finally realised what we've always known.
Yeah, well, they've only been in power since since last year. They have already established this task force. The task force is already producing these results. Has already greenlit 13,000 homes. The state government tragically does not have jurisdiction over every single dwelling because councils have a huge amount, but they're already reading the right act to councils as well and telling them they have to lift their game. Every local government area has its own target that it has to meet, and the Daily Telegraph did some great work recently also naming and shaming the targets met by, say, Mossman compared to Blacktown, where they're building thousands and thousands and thousands, and Mossman, where they're struggling to put up a tent in someone's backyard without getting someone chaining themselves to the nearest gum tree. So it's just awesome that he's doing this. It's amazing. Like with everything else, he's really upfront about it. He's honest about it. He says, yeah, we stole this from Queensland. He's not pretending it's his idea, but he's just someone who has incredible clarity, incredible cut-through thinking, incredible cheekbones, and I'm pretty sure even, Liz, you are starting to swoon a little bit at this man's incredible... I mean, seriously, this guy is like a chainsaw through red tape. This is all he's doing. If you stuck a blue ribbon on him, you'd think he was a lib.